Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're taking you far from the typical tourist traps and into the hidden corners of the world, places bursting with beauty, culture, and adventure, but still flying under the radar. From ancient villages to wild islands, here are the top 5 most underrated places to visit before you die, and trust me, you'll want to add every single one to your bucket list. Let's dive in. Tucked between the Atlas Mountains and the edge of the Sahara Desert lies a place frozen in time. Welcome to Aït Benhaddou, Morocco's most underrated wonder, where mud brick castles whisper the stories of legends, and the desert calls to the soul of every traveler. This is no ordinary village. Aït Benhaddou is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, built with earth and straw and unchanged for centuries. It's where warriors once rode, traders once passed, and where Hollywood made history. Films like Gladiator, Game of Thrones, and The Mummy were all shot here. But here's the secret. The magic? It's real, and it's yours to explore, without the tourist crowds or blockbuster prices. Aït Benhaddou isn't just a place. It's a portal to another world, one where sand tells stories and silence speaks volumes, where you can walk through ancient kasbahs that once protected Berber families, ride a camel through the surrounding desert, watch the sunset over the ochre skyline, where history meets silence. Worried about the cost? Don't be. Here's a full 7-day budget for Aït Benhaddou. Accommodation would be around $120 to $200 for 6 nights. Food, just $70 to $100 for the whole week. Local transport might take $40 to $70. Tours and activities would be $100 to $160. The total budget is around $500 to $700, and that's excluding your flight. For less than the cost of one city weekend in Europe, you could live a week in a living movie set. Aït Benhaddou is more than a destination. It's a story waiting for you to walk its paths, breathe its dust, and carry its magic home. If you're chasing experiences, not crowds, start here. Start in Aït Benhaddou. If you are looking for a travel spot that has stunning beaches, jaw-dropping landmarks, wild nightlife, and budget-friendly vibes all in one, welcome to Da Nang, Vietnam, the ultimate underrated destination where you can walk in the clouds, party by the beach, and ride through neon-lit streets on a motorbike. Let's explore why Da Nang should be on your bucket list before you die. Da Nang is Vietnam's beachside powerhouse, a city that blends nature, fun, and culture. Here are the top things to do in Da Nang. 1. Walk the Golden Bridge. Feel like you're walking in the clouds. Located high in the Bana Hills, this architectural marvel is a must-see. 2. Visit Sun World Bana Hills theme park. From French-style castles to fantasy rides, it's part Disneyland, part mountain retreat. 3. Chill at Mai Khe Beach, one of the cleanest city beaches in Asia. Surf, swim, or just chill. 4. Explore local night markets. Try sizzling street food like bánh xèo, fresh seafood, and Vietnamese iced coffee. 5. Visit marble mountains and pagodas. A cluster of 5 marble hills with caves, temples, and panoramic views. Now here's how much a 7-day trip to Da Nang might cost you. Accommodation would be around $30 to $60 per night. Food, just $15, $30 per day. Local transport might take $40 to $70. Tours and activities would be $100, $130. The estimated budget would range from $955 to $1,355, including around $500 to $900 for flights. Da Nang is vibrant, scenic, and full of surprises. Whether you're chasing views from sky bridges, chilling at the beach, or dancing at beach clubs, this city delivers. And the best part? It's still underrated, meaning fewer crowds and better prices. So, add Da Nang to your travel list. Tell us in the comments, would you rather hit the beach or the mountaintop first? Ever wanted to walk through a forest older than time itself? Welcome to Yakushima Island, Japan's ancient, moss-draped paradise that feels straight out of a Studio Ghibli film. Forget the crowds of Kyoto or Tokyo. If you're craving untouched nature, sacred trails, and magical wildlife, this is your next must-visit. Here's everything you need to know about Yakushima Island, one of the most underrated places to visit before you die. Yakushima is located off the southern coast of Japan. It's the place where time slows down and the world feels untouched. Here are the things you must do in Yakushima. 1. You can hike to Jomonsugi. This is the crown jewel. A full-day hike through the lush jungle leads you to one of the oldest trees on Earth. Some say it predates the pyramids. 2. Can explore Shiratani Unsuikyo Ravine, the mossy forest that inspired Princess Mononoke. It's mystical, misty, and perfect for half-day hikes. 3. Visit Yakusugi Land. Shorter, family-friendly trails that still show off ancient cedar trees and beautiful views. 4. Soak in a natural onsen. After a day of hiking, relax in a seaside hot spring while waves crash beside you. And here's what a 7-day trip to Yakushima might cost you. Accommodation, 6 nights, $150 to $240. Food, $100, $140 total. Local restaurants and combines. Transportation on the island, $40 to $60 by public buses. Hiking and attractions. Most trails are free. Guided hikes, $50 to $100 per day, optional. Total budget, around $620 to $1,200, excluding flights to Japan. So if you're ready to trade busy cities for sacred forests and swap skyscrapers for cedar giants, Yakushima is waiting. Add this to your bucket list now, because this Japanese island is a secret that won't stay hidden much longer. What happens when 3,000 years of history collide with high-speed trains, glowing skyscrapers, and mouth-watering street food? Welcome to Beijing, where ancient wonders meet futuristic vibes. Beijing isn't just a capital, it's a time machine. You'll walk on the Great Wall of China, then grab dumplings in a 1,000-year-old hatong, and later ride a driverless subway train to a glowing skyscraper. Here are the top reasons to visit. The Great Wall of China, one of the new 7 wonders. Then head to Mutangyu for fewer crowds and epic mountain views. The Forbidden City, 9,000 rooms of imperial power. Once home to emperors, now a maze of history and hidden stories. Old hatongs, ancient alleys packed with street food and hidden gems. Northern Chinese cuisine. Think hand-pulled noodles, roast duck, and more. Modern marvels, futuristic buildings like the CCTV Tower and the Bird's Nest Olympic Stadium. Food in Beijing, a culinary capital. From Peking duck to street noodles cooked in front of your eyes, Beijing is a paradise for food lovers. Here are the must-try dishes. Jianbing, Chinese breakfast crepe. Beijing roast duck. Lamb skewers from late-night street stalls, hot pot in trendy Haidilao restaurants. And here's how much a week in Beijing might cost you. Accommodation, 6 nights, $80 to $120, budget hotel or guest house. Food, $120 to $150 for the week. Transportation, subway rides, $0.50 to $1 per trip. Didi, China's Uber, $3 to $8. Attractions, Great Wall Tour, $30 to $80. Forbidden City, $6, booking required. Total budget, $600 to $900, excluding international fees. Beijing is more than just a stopover. It's a full-on adventure through time. You'll explore empires, eat like royalty, and see a city reinventing itself every day. If you're ready to experience a city where the old and new coexist beautifully, Beijing might just surprise you. Which part of Beijing excites you most, the Great Wall or the street food alleys? Drop your answer in the comments below. Forget crowded tourist traps. What if I told you there's a country with stunning beaches, dramatic mountains, rich history, and it's still off most travelers' radar? Welcome to Albania, one of the most underrated gems in Europe. Let's uncover why this small Balkan country deserves a top spot on your travel bucket list. Albania offers everything without the crowds or high costs. Here's why it stands out. Unspoiled beaches along the Ionian and Adriatic coasts. Rich history, from Roman ruins to UNESCO sites. Jaw-dropping landscapes, valleys, rivers, and alpine peaks. Authentic culture, warm people, flavorful food, and ancient traditions. Affordable travel, a full week here costs less than a weekend in Paris. Here are the things to do in Albania. 1. Explore UNESCO site. Visit Butrent, a UNESCO-listed archaeological park, and the stone city of Gjirokastër, filled with Ottoman-era charm. 2. Discover the Albanian Riviera. Think of Greek vibes without the price tag, with crystal clear water, hidden coves, and quiet beaches like Vermi and Ksamil. 3. Hike the Albanian Alps. Also called the Accursed Mountains, this region offers surreal beauty. Trek the Valbona Valley, one of Europe's most scenic hikes. 4. Wander through Tirana. The capital is vibrant and funky, with street art, lively cafes, and a mix of modern and communist-era architecture. Don't miss Skanderbeg Square. 5. Drive through Logara Pass, a coastal mountain road with jaw-dropping views that rival any scenic drive in Europe. And here's a 7-day budget trip to Albania. Accommodation, 21,000 RAL, $220. Meals and transport, 25,500 all, $260. Activities and MISC, 8,000 all, $80. Total, 54,500 ALL, approx $560. Yes, that's less than $600 for a full-on European adventure. So why is Albania still flying under the radar? Because most people haven't seen what you've just discovered. Whether you crave ancient ruins, beach bliss, or wild mountain trails, Albania delivers it all. And it's doing it quietly, affordably, and authentically. Oh, there you have it. 5 destinations that prove the world's best travel experiences aren't always the most popular. Which one surprised you the most? Drop your dream destination in the comments below. Like this video if it inspired your wanderlust. And don't forget to subscribe for more upcoming videos. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.